Well, good morning. My name is David DiCarlo. I'm the Emergency Management Director for Hernando County. We are here live at the Hernando County Emergency Operations Center. With me today, joining me is Commissioner John Alaco and Hernando County Administrator Jeff Rogers. I would like to give the citizens of Hernando County and others an update on Hurricane Helene. Hurricane Helene continues to be in the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to continue northbound, passing Hernando County later this afternoon, eventually making landfall in the Big Bend area approximately 8 o'clock this evening. So we are still currently under a hurricane warning, and we are also under a tornado watch until 8 o'clock this evening. The water levels will gradually increase throughout the day, and storm surge is expected to make the most significant impact once the hurricane reaches parallel to Hernando County off the coast in the Gulf of Mexico, and as it moves north, that wind will push that water onshore. We're still expected to be forecasted between 8 and 12 feet of storm surge. That is catastrophic, life-threatening storm surge. So please heed this information. We have mandatory evacuation orders for those residents living west of US 19. That's zones A, B, and C. Also inland throughout the county, those that lives in manufactured homes, RVs, or other areas that can't withstand those type of winds. Again, the storm is expected to make landfall in the Big Bend area tonight, approximately 8 p.m. We can expect that storm surge to last throughout the night and into Friday morning. Okay, so it's going to be a long duration. Due to the potential storm impacts, Hernando County schools are closed tomorrow on Friday. Hernando County government offices will also be closed tomorrow, Friday, September 24th. Solid waste collection for Friday is yet to be determined. And that's going to be based on the impacts of the storm that we receive overnight. And we'll be notifying, sending out public updates on that information as we move forward. All sandbag locations will remain open today, weather permitting. Those locations are at Linda Pedersen Park, Anderson Snow Park, Ridge Manor Community Center, and Spring Lake Methodist Church. Again, mandatory evacuations are in place for those that live in evacuation zones A, B, and C, which is basically west of US 19, and those that live inland in manufactured homes, RVs, or those structures that cannot withstand hurricane or tropical storm force winds. We do have a public shelter that is open and available. Currently, we have about 50 people that has taken advantage of our public shelters. That public shelter is located at West Hernando Middle School at 14325 Ken Austin Parkway in Brooksville, Florida. We're housing special needs clients, general population, and pet friendly. So if you have pets, you're more than welcome to bring them. As of right now, along with those 50 people, we have approximately 29 animals. So we have 19 cats and 10 dogs. So your pets are welcome. If you have any storm-related questions, evacuation zones, where I need to go, please call our Citizens Information Line. They are open. We have operators standing by. The number is 352-754-4083. Again, 352-754-4083. Please do not call 911 for storm-related questions. Please leave 911 open for emergency services. So at this time, I turn it over to Commissioner Alaco to say a few words. Commissioner?
Thank you. This is the third time in a year, a little over a year, that you're hearing these concerns about storm surge. And I don't want the people who live on the coast of Hernando County to get complacent because you're hearing it for a third time in a little over a year. We hope that the storm surge won't be as high as they're saying it is, but the reality is, if it is, it will be catastrophic. The other issue is that the storm surge is not expected to recede. It's going to be there for a long period of time. So what I'm asking people to do is, please, if you should have made your preparations already, please evacuate if you live in those areas. If you don't evacuate, understand that it's going to be very difficult and probably impossible for us to get any emergency response out to you. And understand that our emergency response personnel have families as well, and those families would like them to make it home. So do what you can to get out of your home, out of the evacuation areas, heed the warnings, and let's pray for it to turn and be a little bit less intense than we're expecting. But understand that if we get in the range of 8 to 12 feet, it will be catastrophic to those along the waterways, along our coast, and those especially in single-family homes or single-story homes. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Also, please note the access to the areas on Hernando Beach will be restricted as weather conditions begin to deteriorate. Weather conditions will get worse as the day progresses. Hernando County Emergency Management is working very closely with the Hernando County Sheriff's Office, who is committed to providing safety and security to the neighborhoods of those areas that are being evacuated. We're committed to life safety and the preservation of property. Please understand, once the storm passes, re-entry will be restricted to those residents that live in that area. There will be roadblocks and deputy sheriffs at those roadblocks. Please provide proof of residency or legitimate credentials of the reasons why you need to be back in that area. Again, you will not be allowed back in that area due to emergency protective measures. We'll make sure everybody's safe. If there's water still on Shoreline Boulevard or Hernando Beach and power lines are still down, the roads still need to be cleared, water needs to be receded, you will not be allowed back in there. Again, that is for life safety emergency protective measures. Again, please take this evacuation notice seriously. Life safety is paramount here in Hernando County. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. We don't see anybody lose their life. Storm surge is the number one cause of death during a hurricane or a storm, and flash flooding. There's going to be a point in time where emergency services will not be able to respond due to the storm surge. We do have assets, National Guard guardsmen here in county, ready to respond once the weather allows us to respond. We have damage assessment teams already in place, ready to respond. Utilities, our partners with Duke Energy and with the Coochie River Electric are within the county, ready to respond. So please be patient. It could be long-term power outages due to the significance of the storm. Again, just keep an eye out. So please, if you evacuate, please notify your family and friends who live out of state where you're going. Share that plan with them. Have enough non-perishable food and water with you for about 5 to 7 days due to the power outages. Stay informed and get involved. So everybody be safe. Anybody have any questions right now? Yes.
What's the capacity of the shelter?
The capacity of the shelter is right now is a little over 350, but we can expand that if needed at that location, West Hernando Middle School. Okay, again, please be safe, heed the warnings. Remember, Hernando prepares. Our next press conference will be today at 5 o'clock. So we'll be updating the citizens today again at 5 p.m. Everybody be safe and keep an eye on the weather. Thank you.